offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Davis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 82. Now Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. A big game here for Carson Wentz. He mostly got cheers. Some boos smattered him when he was announced before the game, but 35-32-1 was Wentz in his 5 years as the Phillies starter. His best year, you remember that one, 2017, finished 3rd in MVP voting. But a knee injury ended his season late and opened the door for Nick Foles. Touchdown! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert on 1st down now. Got an open man, it's Scott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lefty, lefty. Great 15.
Throwing now is Wentz. And Thomas has it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal. Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Quick throw outlined by Wentz. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, it's Herbert to Barkley on the check down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the draw, Robinson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
McKissick will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert, he finds him again. Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On first and 10, here's Wentz. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On the move past the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert now. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Touchdown, Eagles. Mark Andrews. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. And a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Touchdown! Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On first down, Justin Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews. Finding room in midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Herbert. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber.
Looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown. There he goes, left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Sly on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Slide for the PAT.